Have you ever pondered the impact of your actions on your life's trajectory? Welcome to the intricate world of karma. Often misunderstood and sometimes feared, karma is an integral part of Buddhist teachings that could offer a fresh perspective on our lives. Now, what exactly is karma? In the simplest terms, karma in Buddhism is the law of moral causation. It's the idea that every volitional action we take leaves an imprint on our mind, which eventually ripens into experiences that we face. However, it's not a system of punishment and reward meted out by an external force. Rather, it's an internal process, a cycle of cause and effect, deeply embedded in our consciousness. But it's not just about the actions we take. The real driving force behind karma is intention. The Buddha once said, "It is intention, I tell you, that is karma." Having intended, one performs an action through body, speech, and mind. This highlights the vital role our thoughts and motivations play in creating our karma. So, it's not just what we do that matters, but why we do it. There are several misconceptions about karma that often cloud our understanding. Some believe it's a doctrine of fatalism or predestination, but this couldn't be farther from the truth. Karma is not about being resigned to fate. It's about understanding the power we hold over our own lives and taking responsibility for our actions. Others mistake karma for a kind of cosmic retribution, where good deeds are rewarded and bad deeds are punished. But karma is not about tallying scores. It's about the natural consequences of our actions, shaped by our intentions. So, as you see, karma isn't simply about punishment or reward. It's a complex and nuanced concept deeply rooted in our intentions. Understanding this allows us to navigate the complexities of life with greater wisdom and compassion. It opens the door to transformation, to understanding the power of mindfulness, and ultimately, to embracing a more positive life. Negative karma, like a pebble dropped in a pond, creates ripples that touch every aspect of our lives. Its impact can be subtle, like a nagging feeling of unease, or profound, like a series of unfortunate events that seem to follow us relentlessly. Now, let's delve into some examples of negative karma. Picture this. A person who consistently lies may find themselves distrusted and isolated over time. This is not a cosmic punishment, but rather a natural consequence of their actions. Similarly, a person who harbors anger and resentment may experience stress, anxiety, and health problems. Again, not a divine retribution, but the ripple effects of negative karma. Our actions, good or bad, always return to us much like a boomerang. This is the essence of karma. When we engage in harmful actions, we create negative karma. This karma, in turn, contributes to dukkha, a Pali word often translated as suffering, but more accurately described as unsatisfactoriness or discontent. To illustrate this, let's turn to the Buddhist texts. There's a story of King Ajatasattu, who was consumed by ambition and greed. He killed his own father to ascend to the throne, an act that created a tremendous amount of negative karma. As a result, he lived a life filled with paranoia and fear, constantly worried about threats to his power. His actions led to his own suffering, a clear illustration of the impact of negative karma. However, another story tells of Angulimala, a serial killer who transformed into a revered monk. Despite his past filled with heinous crimes and negative karma, he was able to turn his life around through repentance and mindfulness, showing us that negative karma is not a life sentence. These stories from Buddhist texts serve to illustrate the ripple effects of negative karma and its connection to suffering. They also remind us that our actions, thoughts, and intentions matter, shaping our karma and consequently our lives. As these stories illustrate, negative karma can indeed lead to suffering. But what did Buddha teach about confronting and transforming this negative karma? Buddha's teachings offer a roadmap to navigate the tumultuous seas of negative karma. Delving into the heart of these teachings, we find mindfulness and awareness playing a critical role in recognizing karma. In the hustle and bustle of our lives, we often lose sight of the subtle threads of karma weaving our experiences. Buddha encourages us to be fully present, to observe and understand the impact of our thoughts, words, and actions. It's like stepping into a quiet, tranquil garden amidst a bustling city. In this silent sanctuary, we can discern the intricate patterns of our karma, allowing us to acknowledge and address the negative aspects. Next, we explore the transformative power of positive actions and thoughts. According to Buddha, our present actions and thoughts are like seeds we sow in the field of our life. If we plant seeds of negativity, we reap the fruits of suffering. Conversely, when we cultivate positive actions and thoughts, we nurture a garden of joy and peace. It's a simple yet profound truth, reminding us of our inherent power to shape our destiny. However, positive actions and thoughts alone aren't enough. To truly transform negative karma, we must also harness the healing power of compassion and forgiveness. Buddha taught that holding on to anger and resentment is like grasping a hot coal with the intention of throwing it at someone else. In the end, we are the ones who get burned. Compassion allows us to empathize with others, to understand their struggles and pains. This understanding can dissolve the walls of anger and resentment, paving the way for forgiveness. When we forgive, we free ourselves from the shackles of negative karma, allowing healing and transformation to occur. Moreover, forgiveness extends not only to others, but also to ourselves. Often, we are our harshest critics, burdening ourselves with guilt and self-condemnation for our past mistakes. Buddha teaches us to show the same compassion to ourselves as we would to others. By forgiving ourselves, we allow the wounds of our past to heal, thereby transforming our negative karma. Buddha's teachings on transforming negative karma are not just philosophical concepts, they are practical tools we can incorporate into our daily lives. By cultivating mindfulness, fostering positive actions and thoughts, and embracing compassion and forgiveness, we can navigate the turbulent waters of negative karma, steering our ship towards the shores of peace and positivity. Armed with Buddha's wisdom, we can begin to transform our karma. But how can we apply these teachings in our daily lives? Buddha's teachings aren't just philosophical musings, but practical guides that can be incorporated into our daily lives. So, how do we translate these profound teachings about karma into daily practices and habits? It all begins with mindfulness. This is the conscious act of being fully present in the moment, paying attention to our thoughts, feelings, and actions without judgment. Mindfulness is our first line of defense against negative karma. It allows us to recognize harmful patterns in our thoughts and actions, giving us the power to change them. Now, you might be thinking, that sounds great, but how do I actually practice mindfulness? Well, it can be as simple as taking a few minutes each day to sit quietly and focus on your breath. It's about slowing down and observing your thoughts and feelings without getting caught up in them. Next, we have the power of positive actions and thoughts. Remember, karma isn't just about the negative, it's also about the positive. Every kind word spoken, every good deed done contributes to your positive karma. So make an effort to do something kind for someone each day, no matter how small. Compliment a stranger, help a neighbor, or simply send a loving thought to someone in need. This isn't about grand gestures, but the consistent practice of kindness. Thirdly, cultivate compassion and forgiveness. Holding on to anger, resentment, or ill will only fuels negative karma. By choosing to forgive, we release ourselves from the cycle of negativity. This doesn't mean condoning harmful behavior, but rather letting go of the bitterness that binds us. And remember, forgiveness also extends to ourselves. Often we are our own harshest critics. Recognize that everyone makes mistakes and use these moments not as a source of self-punishment, but as opportunities for growth and learning. Now let's talk about the importance of community and support. Navigating karma is not a solitary journey. We are all interconnected and our actions affect each other. Therefore, surrounding yourself with a supportive community can be a powerful tool in transforming negative karma. This can be a spiritual group, a circle of friends, or even online communities dedicated to personal growth and positivity. Finally, let's look at some personal stories of transformation. Consider the tale of a man who, after years of harboring resentment towards his father, decided to let go of his anger and forgive. Through this act of forgiveness, he experienced a profound sense of peace and freedom, a testament to the transformative power of Buddha's teachings. Or consider the story of a woman who, after a lifetime of self-criticism, decided to start practicing self-love and compassion. This shift in mindset not only improved her self-esteem, but also positively impacted her relationships and overall quality of life. By integrating these practices into our lives, we can begin to navigate and transform our karma. Remember, transforming karma is not about erasing our past, but about mindfully shaping our present and future. So, let's step into this journey together, one mindful moment at a time. Overcoming negative karma isn't just about alleviating suffering, it's about embracing a more positive, fulfilling life. Buddha's teachings provide a roadmap to navigate this journey, offering profound insights into the transformation of our karma. Let's take a moment to summarize these key teachings. At the heart of Buddhism, we find the concept of karma, a principle that emphasizes the power of our actions and intentions. This isn't about punishment or retribution, but a simple law of cause and effect. Our actions, driven by our intentions, create ripples in the universe, affecting not just our lives but those around us. Negative karma, often associated with suffering, is not a life sentence. The Buddha taught us that we have the power to transform this karma. This transformation begins with mindfulness and awareness, recognizing the impact of our actions and taking responsibility for them. The next step is to cultivate positive actions and thoughts. Remember, every moment presents us with a choice. We can choose to act out of anger, greed, or ignorance, perpetuating negative karma, or we can choose kindness, compassion, and wisdom, fostering positive karma. Compassion and forgiveness play a crucial role in this journey. By forgiving ourselves and others, we alleviate the burden of negative karma, paving the way for healing and transformation. Buddha's teachings go beyond theory. They provide practical steps we can incorporate into our daily lives. Simple acts of kindness, practicing mindfulness, nurturing positive thoughts, and seeking support from a community all contribute to the transformation of our karma. These teachings have guided countless individuals through their journeys, offering hope and inspiration. Personal stories of transformation are testimonies to the power of Buddha's teachings, reminding us that change is possible, no matter how overwhelming our karma may seem. Are you ready to embark on this journey of transformation, to navigate your karma and embrace a more positive life? Remember, the power lies within you.